and 3. Let's go. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, baby. Happy Friday to everybody for jumping in. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. They say one way or another, let's continue to try to solve this puzzle. The Dallas Cowboys. Come on. Hey. Oh. One way or another. DC for life. Really appreciate each and every last one of you all. I've been busy today, but that's okay, right? We let the people talk. Come on. Parsons. Yeah. Oh, we got some plans. We got some plans in the near future. I can't wait to see all of this stuff work its way out. Y'all know how that thing rocks. Y'all know how that thing goes, right? Come on. Stand to your feet. I see you, KD. Cam, I see you, fam. Jake Versick, one of the first ones is in here. Yeah. And let me know that you're part of the motivation of the notification swap. Yeah. Come on. Hey. Oh. Come on.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I want me some glory hole.
Ethan, 817. D, I see you. Crank it up, I see you. Mike, meticulous detail. That's the details of the Dallas Cowboys right there for you podcast. Let's make this a blast. While the song lasts. Yeah. Come on. Hey. Oh. Come on. Jerry, say it again.
I want me some glory hole.
Hey. Come on. Stand to your feet. Rock with the nation. It's Friday. Pour up the libation or sip on it. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Hey. Come on. All right. Appreciate everybody for jumping in and being part of this episode. The Dallas Cowboys. Y'all seen the episode previously, right? It was really shot on Louis T's network channel. So be sure if you want the clear HD version, go to his channel, support him, help him out, as well as LB, Lord Bronson, and as well as Bad Dog. So we had a good time talking about the NFC East. And everybody knows it. We on top, baby. At the end of the day, everyone wants to be on top. But unfortunately, the Cowboys, even though we've been on a 25-year vacation, they still haven't caught up with us, right? So that's the situation. However, Cowboy Nation, I know. A lot of people sending me all type of hate mail saying, Lord, there's no way in life the Dallas Cowboys will go 13-4. They're going 17-0. Or there's going to be 4-13. You know, it's just so many rooms of Cowboy fans not believing in what we're going to be able to do. But I went by every game, and I tried to give you guys my raw assessment of it. And if you don't believe that we're going to go 13-4, that's just what it is. I'm not over here trying to predict the future. No. That's not even my game there. But I will tell you guys this, that I enjoyed doing the show. And it hit me up by surprise because I didn't know that we was going to do predictions there. But as you guys can tell if you watch the video. Shout out to you, the lunatic. Appreciate you so much. Let me pull up your comments here, man. Give me 1 second here. Here we go. Yeah, I still got some powers here. All right, so appreciate you, the lunatic. Appreciate you, Justin. Appreciate you for jumping in. It wasn't that bad, you know.
Great rivals show, but we sweeping the NFC East.
Yeah, that's my game plan. Y'all saw me. I had a philosophy. My philosophy, the Dallas Cowboys, we can sweep the NFC East. We can. We can sweep them. I don't think that none of those teams really can match us if we're healthy. It's just a war of attrition. Think about it now. The Eagles, man, I think CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, they're going to get 1,000 yards just by playing them two, just by playing those Eagles twice. Don't sleep on Michael Gallup. They don't have any answers for Blake Jarwin nor Dalton Schultz. So, come on. And if you think about it, collectively speaking, even if you look at the games, I know that they won or what have you, but it wasn't a cakewalk for the Washington team. And we didn't even have Dak. We didn't have 4 out there when we played them. It wasn't a cakewalk. They won. Yeah, they swept us. But what they want, a cookie? And the Giants, I think that Dak Prescott got a bone to pick with them. I think he do. And I think anybody remember when you called out Dak Prescott, you get a different type of animal. So I'm thinking that he's going to go into that mindset, that realm, you know. Yo, shout out to you, Coach Marv. Appreciate you, you know. But I feel people, though, you know, everyone. Look, as you guys tell, I'm not a big debater. I'm not a person that will debate, and especially if it's something that I don't have any control over, right? I just try to give you guys my thoughts. And also, those convinced against their will is of the same opinion still, right? So it's not for me to change your mind. I'm not in the mind-changing business, you know. If I wanted to, we would have a whole different channel here. You know, we would be talking about politics and everything else, right? And no, we talking about Cowboys. And speaking of that, did you guys get a chance to just hear Micah Parsons' interview? Man. Oh, man, did you guys get a chance to hear that interview? Wise interview. I don't give away secrets. Oh, it's an honor for him to play that long, Tom Brady. But, you know, I want to play just as long. Wise conversation. You know, so I finished season 1 on All-American, by the way, Cowboy Nation. I finished season 1. Yeah, I finished season 1. Yeah, Spencer James, right? Is his name, right? Spencer? Or James Spencer or Spencer James, however, you know. It is one of those situations whereas, you know, I'm behind the 8 ball on it, but, you know, it's a real good series and season. If you have Netflix or if you got Pookie and Ray Ray account number to Netflix, go watch it. It's a good one. But the biggest takeaway that I took away from that particular movie or series there, the grandfather, when he was talking to the son, there was no sugarcoat stuff that was going on. It was that premium heat. And he was telling the truth. And what it made me understand that a lot of people, man, they can't handle the truth. No. The truth will show up. What up, dog? Where my meal at? The truth will punch you in your face, hit you in your jaw, leave you with the raggedy tooth, wired shut sometimes. The truth will come knocking. Whew. But their grandfather, there are things that you have to work on. There are situations that you're not good at. And the only reason why you're given this cushion is because of your father. But let me tell you the truth. But they say, I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Hey, Paul, oh my gosh, Paul. I wasn't ready, Paul. Paul says, truth, don't take sides. Oh, my goodness. Man, Paul, let me give you one of these, fam. The truth. Don't take sides. And I know that there's further along of the storyline that I got to get into. But the enabling of lies and falsehood only dig you a deeper grave. You see, the mom don't want to know the truth. Ooh, she don't want to know the truth. So at the end, she was like, man, P. Oh my goodness, man. My goodness. Yeah. Appreciate you. I'm gonna let the AI, whenever she wake up, when she start talking, I'm gonna start listening. But I appreciate you, Coach Marv. But let me squeeze this one out while the AI getting ready to put her virtual lips on that. The mother at the end, she went to the lady house. Okay, go ahead.
Law for a long time, the NFC East has been won by the most physical and best defense. WHO is the East gangsters this year.
Who is the East Crenshaw gangsters this year? It got to be us, baby. It got to be us, Coach Marv. We the Crenshaw gangsters now, baby. we the Crenshaw Cowboys now. Oh, my goodness. I think that our defense will be violent. And right before everything, our defense is going to be a silent one because a lot of people would not see them coming. But when it comes, man, boy, truth doesn't take sides. The sides of the truth. Yeah. Some people don't want to hear the truth. Just from Postman. Yeah. Some people don't. Oh my goodness. I could just dive all into it. But the mom on the show, All American, she took the defense part of it when the guy was like, hey, at the end, hey, is Dylan mine, man? Because I know you've been messing with the other dude, coach over there. Is Dylan Mines, his son, you know? And she said, ho. I thought we are not going to talk about this while the kids are in the house. No. She didn't want that truth to be released. And then they were saying, hey, well, I want to do this paternity test, you know, to see whether or not this is mine. And she get all on the defense. What you mean? These are my boys. At the end of the day, you left. We made a vow that we supposed to be able to keep, but these are my boys. I'm talking about All American. Then we're going to get into some of this stuff. But the reason why she spoke with that authority or with that conviction, because she didn't want to know. She didn't want to know. But the beta male and the fella said, you know what? Because it went and cut through some few other series. The beta male in it was saying, we're going to let these boys and leave well enough alone. I don't want to know the truth. I don't want to put no harm on these boys' lives. If that ain't some beta male stuff, come on. He's supposed to be able to tell the lady, I need to know. Because at the end of the day, when the truth is released, and I haven't seen the rest of the episodes, you might as well pull the Band-Aid off now and pour alcohol on it now before it's spread. And all it does when it's spread, it's just going to hurt them boys even more. Peel the Band-Aid off. It's better for him to know whether or not those two boys are his or not. It's better for him to know now. That's all I have to say on that. But he's taking the beta role and saying, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. No. You rip the Band-Aid off, making sure whoever you taking care of is yours. I digress. Let's listen in to, because all it is going to make, it just create more and more mess. And ladies, if y'all out there, just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Oh my goodness. What was it? Kanye? He said that something about you've been paying child support for 20 years and realize it ain't yours. Man, come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. Let me find this thing right quick. Don't crucify me, ladies. Don't crucify me, ladies. But you should know. At the end of the day, you should know who you sleeping around with anyway. You should know. You should want to know, too. You should want to know. Yeah, sometimes you can't go by the eyeballs. You know, you can't go by that's the same head. No. No, it's the same head. No, you gotta you should want to know too. All right, here's the interview with Micah Parsons. Hey, I didn't get a chance to listen to the full interview. I just heard pieces of it and it blew my mind. But let's listen to him right now.
And you knew you'd have a big role, but with you being in so many different packages, has that even exceeded maybe what you thought you might be able to do immediately?
No, I knew coming in that I had a lot of potential to do a lot of good things, and I knew my versatility would be a good reason why they brought me in here. But, right now my mindset, everything's just going up one. I got to be locked in just a little bit more. I got to just play a little bit better. Out here at practice, I got to do everything right. So that way I'm going into week one feeling my best, and I'm not thinking I'm going to just play fast. So everything's just going up one.
Mike, you meant you were 1 or 2 years old when Tom Brady was a rookie in this league. You're without playing against him in your first game. How do you fathom something like that as you're getting ready for your game number 1?
That's actually pretty crazy, but you just gotta give credit to him, the fact that he's able to just stay in this league this long and be so dominant. So he's one of the greatest to ever do it. So I really look up to a guy like Tom Brady, because I want to have a long career as he do. So
it's good stuff.
It's pretty awesome, I would say.
You were younger than your son is today when Tom was in the league. Is that just crazy to think about?
That's a crazy fact, yeah.
Mike, I believe Chris McCarthy was telling us that you have been having one-on-one meetings with Dan in part because of the versatility of your roles. What are those meetings like, and how would you describe everything you're going to be asked to do against the Bucs?
Can't give out too many secrets. I want them to be a little bit surprised, you know what I mean? Because when we come out there swinging, it's going to be a war. But, Coach Quinn bring me.
Y'all hear that? Did you guys hear leadership? Did y'all hear that? Oh my gosh. Let's listen to this again. She's trying to put him in a bag. No. Try to put him in a box. You said no.
Can't give out too many secrets. I want them to be a little bit surprised.
That you have been having one-on-one meetings with Dan in part because of the versatility of your roles. What are those meetings like, and how would you describe everything you're going to be asked to do against the Bucs?
Can't give out too many secrets. I want them to be a little bit surprised, you know what I mean?
We can stay on this part all day. Yeah, like Miss Jessica says. Yes, sir. Yeah. Let me just rewind. I'm going to make you mad because I'm going to rewind this thing 1,000 times.
Because of the versatility of your roles, what are those meetings like, and how would you describe everything you're going to be asked to do against the Bucs?
Can't give out too many secrets. I want them to be a little bit surprised, you know what I mean? Because when we come out there swinging, it's going to be a war. But, Coach Quinn bring me in and we just go through some calls. What would I do right here? How we going to line up and things like that. So that way I just get a head start on. So that way I'm just thinking a little bit better and playing a little faster, and I can get everybody lined up and know what I'm doing out there. So we just working on muscle memory and wordplay. That's all.
Wordplay.
How does this feel, though? They're putting so much on you. They're giving you so much responsibility for making a difference on the team.
I don't feel no pressure. I mean, you kind of want this. Like, you know, that means that just puts in a belief in me and my abilities, and, you know, I want to do everything in my ability to prove them right. The reason you should trust me, and you should put me in this position to make plays for you guys. So this is what I want.
Did those meetings with Dan continue when he wasn't around? Were you guys doing them virtually?
Nah, they could continue, but, you know, as soon as he got back today, we hit it right away. So, you know, it's pretty awesome.
Have you been able to manage all the stuff they're giving you in terms of learning it, watching the film, and these 3 different positions? How have you been able to manage your time and that kind of stuff?
Really just, I mean, it's pretty easy now that you're not in school. You can always put football first. I got 24 hours in a day. I think I can make enough time to focus on what I'm getting paid to do. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about the excitement of getting in your first game. We saw at times during Hard Knocks you were hoping to play more series or snaps. To finally get to just cut loose for a whole game, how excited are you to do that after all the time off?
Yeah, I'm super excited. You know, it's going to be my first full game in about 2 years, so it gives me a great chance to go out there, maybe make a mistake, but, you know, just keep going, put the next play, and not let anything get the best of me, and just, you know, just play my best, really. So it'll be exciting to finally get my first full game under my belt again.
That's good stuff. Appreciate your pose, and thank you for that donation there. Shout out to you, Gracia, on the Facebook group, and shout out to you, Jesse Reese, on the Facebook, and Brian. Thank you guys on the Facebook, man. Yeah, and y'all follow and listen to what Tim said. Don't forget to hit that like button. Yeah. Don't forget to hit that like button. Let the AI speak too. Come on, lady.
Law US #! Said on those NFC East streamers earlier. Much love and shout out to 94 Blazing Gregory.
Blazing Gregory. Oh, yeah. He's going to be rolling up those QBs this year. He said he's going to do it north of 11 times. So I love it. You know, they say 21 is a habit, right? You do it 21 times. So hopefully, you know, that would be a far-fetched for him to get 21 sacks. But hopefully he can create that habit. Let's go. Appreciate you, Darren. Appreciate you, man, so much for that. Let's go. Oh, we got another one. It's contagious. Give me what you got. Mark, appreciate you so much, man. Yeah, Jessica, appreciate you. 54 likes, 220 people. Come on, y'all listen to Miss Jessica, man. Y'all got to listen to her. Listen to her. Linda. Come on, AI, where you at, lady? She kind of slow today. She's slow.
Do you like that there's an element of surprise to everything that you're going to be doing 1 week from today?
There you go.
I wasn't a fan of the Parkins pick, but he looks like a poor man's LT. Anything Lawrence Taylor like is good. We miss having that kind of player like 54.
54. Oh, you going all the way to the previous 54. Oh, okay. Not Bruce Carter. Oh, Randy Wright. Okay, that 54. But, you know, here's the situation. LT was once in a generation, right? For the Giants, for crying out loud. And we liked his skill set. Now, from a Cowboys perspective, we didn't like him that much. So if he brings this type of tenacity, this type of element to the table, then it's all love from us, you know? So number 11, the way he is right now, drawn into this thing mentally, oh, my goodness. Somebody pinch me, man. It's motivation all day. Yeah, Randy White. Yeah, Mark. Yeah. You talking about Randy White only? Okay, I feel you on that, Mark. Appreciate you so much, man. Okay, yeah. Randy was a monster, man, and he still is one of those guys that you would look at it and say, yeah, we did the right move, right? And may Walter Payton rest in peace. But the Cowboys had the option. Was it him, right? Was it Walter Payton or Randy? And the Cowboys said, we're going to go with Randy, you know. But, the Manster. Yeah, the Manster. Let's go.
Because, you know, because the things that we're able to do with so much time that we have on this defense, it's going to be pretty remarkable, I would say.
You say it's going to be remarkable. What is the ceiling for the defense, or where are you most excited about how y'all can play off each other?
I'm really excited because everyone's different. Like, everyone adds, and we all connect pretty well to make it complete. between the linebacker room, the versatility we have in there, and the D-line room with Randy and D-Law and Bash and D.A. With so much speed out there this year, I think it's going to be pretty nasty what we can do in that box.
Right, you told us at the beginning of training camp that you wanted to find
nasty what are you going to do in
ways
that box.
to connect with your teammates, figure out what they're made of, have them the same with you, whether it's connect or lunch. What are some of the ways you've done that over the last few weeks, and how far have you come in building those relationships?
Pretty far. I had to ease laying up, you know what I mean? We just went to the gun range. I got into his country things, and, I'm planning on going out to Idaho with him next year. So just learning, what you find an interest in, what your teammates like to do, and then, being open to those ideas. So I think it's pretty cool. And then, we had a pretty awesome time bringing some food, and we shot some pretty cool guns and things like that, things I've never done before. So it's pretty awesome. And, with different other players, we just find different things. I might talk to Jalen about clothing. He likes to dress nice. And, Brill, we might just talk about, like, rookie stuff, what we go through. So you just got to find a common ground, be open-minded, and really just find something that everyone likes to do and enjoy it.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yo.
I'm glad everyone overlooking Dallas and just overlooking at the fact that the Bucs were gifted a SB last season.
Repeatens, por favor.
I'm glad everyone overlooking Dallas and just overlooking at the fact that the Bucs were gifted a SB last season.
Yo. Yeah, and when you contextualize it that way, Choctaw, Montana, 808, I give you that. On one end, you looking at the Dallas Cowboys. Is everybody overlooking them? No, everybody's counting the defense out. And at some point, the new stuff that the coaching staff is trying to implement on the defensive side of the coin got to hold some type of weight. And when they're implementing certain players to play a certain scheme, that jump can happen just quickly. And I'm going to get into some more details on that one in a few. Shout out to my guy, Skeptical Fan. Is Lyle considered injury prone? Lyle, I'm not going to put him in injury prone, but he will be battling through that injury situation and scenario. It seems as if, though, all this year. It's crazy. The moment Tyron Smith get rid of it, a stinger, he got one. So he will have the best person to talk to about that, and that's Tyron Smith. So Lyle, there's nothing that he can do right now to alleviate that because it's going to take time with those stingers. Hopefully, he'll be ready week 1. And what we're betting on, Cowboy Nation, that a 70 or 80% Lyle is damn better than a god doggone 100% Terrence Steele, right? We might as well say 110% Terrence Steele. Give me Lyle, or, Brandon Knight or what have you, whoever. Toughness, sucky. Oh, my God. I think 200% Toughness, sucky. Can't hold a candle to a 70% Lyle. So those are things that we're going to have to take a real good look at. And this is another thing that I want to bring up for everybody. A lot of people look at this defense, especially from the people that's on the outside looking in, say, oh, the Cowboys going to be trash. Oh, the Cowboys suck, and they're going to be, the defense is all hyped up and pumped up and this stuff and this stuff and that stuff, and that is okay. Never argue with a fool because from a distance, you can't tell them apart, right? Y'all don't see me doing a lot of debates. I don't do a lot of talking like that. Those convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. On top of that, Cowboy Nation, how long did it take us to get to the 31st or the 30th ranked collective defense? It didn't take us long, right? So on the flip side, if it didn't take us long to get on this side of the defense, well, dog it, couldn't it be that it won't take us long to get back up front? And then we got to put everything in context, too. We got Instead of waiting 5 to 6 weeks for Randy Gregory, you got him now week 1. Instead of waiting for somebody to solidify their interior, you got help inside now. Oh, instead of just saying, hey, this is going to be a Sean Lee or bust as it relates to the linebackers, or even if you want to sprinkle in Jalen Smith, we got extra guys that can help out now, as Grandma would say, nah. Okay?
Always done that with your teammates?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, I kind of, because I want to, like, make sure, you know, I got you and, like, you know, we brothers. Like, I want to see all my teammates be great in a way, so I just want them to know whenever they're around me or when I could be around them, there's nothing but love.
There's been a lot of turnover on this team. Micah Parsons talked about 43% of the roster is new from last year, and obviously you weren't here last year, but from where you're at, what's your impression of that infusion of new players, what that's done for this team?
Oh, man. I don't know what it was like last year, but, you know, coming into this year, and I'm like, man, we could be a really goddamn good football team.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I don't know what happened last year, but I know this year we can be a damn good football team. He had nothing to do with us last year, collectively speaking, but he knows about this year. Let they speak.
Law, I like everything about this kid Parsons. Instincts, personality, speed, and power. He is exactly what we needed.
Yeah. And hey, Elmatic, man, you spitting the truth. If I knew I was going to get this much truth spitted at me today, I would have had an umbrella in here, man. God dog, y'all spitting the truth, man. And this is the thing. This is the ultimate thing right here. Parsons said, I want to get to know my guys. Shooting guns in Idaho somewhere. Oh, by the way, trying to fit into some skinny leg jeans like Jalen Smith, right? You know, I'm going outside of the box. Explaining to Brill, I guess that's his nickname. I can't call him First 48 anymore. He took that name away from me. Hey, when he took that name away from me, I wanted to be like, man, come on, man. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why?
Shame.
Why?
Shame. Shame.
But he's 14 now, and he said with Brill, exchanging notes, basically, learning what he's learning on a rookie level. That stuff goes a long way. D said, I'm giving everyone a clean slate, but number 9. Give him a clean slate, man. Come on.
Our defense will surprise, but I won't lie. I am a little worried about Tampa Bay receivers.
Here's the thing, Cowboy Nation. And I feel you, 219. Don't miss the meat. Write this down. Write this down, Cowboy Nation. Don't miss the meat worrying about the potatoes. Don't miss the meat worrying about the peas. The meat of the season is on the latter part of this year. Nobody wins the Super Bowl in September. Nobody. Look, take September and put it in a box. All I want this young Dallas Cowboys team to do, week 1, is to compete. If they compete, if they fight through the echoes of the whistle, if they make sure that they put in their blood, sweat, and tears and not giving up on the philosophy and the scheme that the coach is trying to put down, as long as they fight, it'll go a long way opposed to winning the first game. It'll go a long way opposed to not everybody being on the same page. It goes a long way than headlines and these sorts of things. Because these guys got to play like a brotherhood. Oh, my goodness. I was watching another show. You know, I let me see if I can pull it up. Let me pull it up and see if I can. Major. It's on Netflix. Good show. Good show. Major Pain. I was watching this show. Let me see if I can fix my house up a little bit. I was watching this show right here. And let the AI speak.
Do you think we will get enough pressure on Tom to keep him out of rhythm?
Oh, yeah. That's going to come a part of it. That's part of the brotherhood gelling together. That's part of them working out together. That's part of them making sure that everything is good. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, love. Oh, yeah. I mean, shoot, you're coming off the top rope with this one. That appreciate it. Got it. Oh, my goodness. $5 smoothies, man, on Smoothie King on Fridays. And she brought me this right here. Blueberries. Oh, my gosh, this is good. Oh, it's good. Antioxidants loaded in that good stuff. But that is what it's all about, Cowboy Nation. Being on the same rhythm of the beat, but it's not about winning or losses and within the first week. Let me tell you something. In this movie, I'm going to try to get it out. I know I'm long-winded, but bear with me. Bear with me. In this movie, toward the latter part of the movie, those boys work together as one unit. And what one of the major parts of this movie was at the beginning, they didn't like Major Pain. They wasn't buying into what he was dishing out. They wasn't buying into what he was saying. They was not going along with the flow. That's why he said, do you have a problem? You know, he had to make sure that these guys bought into what he was selling. And one of the major parts of this movie was at the end, almost to the end. He said, y'all want me gone? Basically, in his voice, y'all want me gone? I can't use his voice all day. It's a nasally voice. But he said, y'all want me gone? And they was like, yeah, they all agreed that they want him to go. So he showed them, he told them, go to this location, and there's a trophy there. You go get that trophy and bring it back to me. I will pack my bags and I will leave. I will go. I won't even show my face no more. But see, that was the trick. You see, you learn more. You guys don't have to like me. You guys don't have to understand what I'm saying right now. I understand. But you learn more from your failures than your success. They lost that thing on their first try. They got their butt beat down. But when they saw the ability to see that trophy and to come close to touching it, to come close to feeling it, they wanted it. They was inspired to go get that trophy because they know if they put everything together, if they work together, the trophy is now tangible, something that they physically can touch. That movie go hard in so many ways, baby. It do. Yeah. Let me know if y'all seen Major Pain, man. Good movie. Good movie. They all bought in. Shout out to you, Lauren. They thought it was a game at first. They thought whatever they were doing, they thought it was just an elective. They thought it was a trip to just do something fun to do. But when they saw how much those guys was protecting that trophy, how important that trophy is to hold in their hands. Let's go.
I don't think our camaraderie has been this good in a very long time. Our mindset as a team is what is going to lead us to the bowl. Salute, 100.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate you so much, Lauren. Appreciate you for your love and adulations. Oh, I'm going to play shave. Hold on, I'm going to play the wrong one. Here we go. There we go.
Are you not entertained?
Do you guys get what I'm saying, though? Let me know where I'm wrong, you know. D said, buy in. Yeah. Big facts from Cake Hustle. Appreciate you. So don't don't worry about winning the first one. Don't worry about winning. And if we win, that's just the cherry on the top. That's just the extra, you know. Choctaw said Major Payne was dope. Yeah, go back and watch it, Cowboy Nation. Don't feel like, look, let's say, for example, those boys broke into that facility and got that trophy. They wouldn't really appreciate it as much. And I'm not saying you got to lose in order to gain, but what I'm saying is that these boys got to be able to go in that loadout, go in the trenches, you know, to make sure that their contemporaries got their backs, that nobody's trying to overlook them or overplay them. If they play with one beat, boy, no team can stop these boys. But they got to have that unity right now of developing that. They got to. I'm tearing up my house over here, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Can you hear me now?
And, you know, the way that everyone's connecting well, you know, everybody wants to see the next person do well. There's no, you know, hoping on nobody's downfall. We're all hoping that we all do well. We kind of all want to, we damn sure want to win games, and we know that we need every single one of us to stay healthy to win those games.
What's the key to stopping Tom Brady and
to be honest with you, I mean, not too many people stopped him, you know what I mean? I would say just slow him down. They got a pretty good offense. They got a lot of weapons, and, you know, we just going to have to go weapon on weapon and see who outlasts the other weapon, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Slow him down and put some pressure on him, and, you know, hopefully we come up with a turnover off a mistake.
That's a good play from that. That's a good conversation from that brother there, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Wisdom is superb on that one. Young kid. Shout out to you, Jay. Somebody says, Cake Hustle TV says Major Payne was put together well. Yeah, they don't make movies like that anymore, man. Movies with good morals and good concepts. I recall watching The Mighty Ducks, for crying out loud. Real good movie back in the days, man. Mighty Ducks was a real good movie. Well put together. E2 Blue, appreciate you. Sandra, appreciate you for jumping in. Y'all be sure to check out my guy E2 Blue page. We haven't forgot about you, man. We going to have to do something together, man, on the show or something. TD Lamb. I like that name, TD Lamb. Appreciate you, man. Jimmy won the Super Bowl. I feel you. Good morals in movies. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Mighty Ducks was a good one, you know. I don't know how many Mighty Ducks they got out there, but I think it's 1, 2, and 3. What's up, Christopher? Appreciate you for jumping in. Let me see if we got another one. I haven't heard this video at all. You guys want to watch this one too? Y'all want to go over this one? Let me know. Yeah. We'll do that, E2. Oh, that's what dropped over here. I was wondering what dropped. This is what dropped. I said, man, what? I'm tearing up the place. I got the Emmitt Smith book, you know, one of the greatest of all times. Emmitt Smith, Run with History. I don't know where the cover at. It's a hardback. It got 3 Mighty Ducks. Appreciate you. That was a good movie back in the days, man.
There's a possibility as far as like injuries and things like that, so always got to be ready, you know.
As a young player, to what level of regard growing up did you hold Tom Brady, and what's it like to think of being out there in your first game against him?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because he was playing football before I even knew what it was, you know, so just to be in this game playing against the GOAT, you know, it's crazy. Obviously, can't think about it too much. At the end of the day, as an opponent, I'm going to have to do what I got to do, so That is what it is.
Is that something you're conscious of, like focusing on the front of the jersey, not the back of the jersey? Don't be too caught up in that.
I mean, I typically don't even really. I know like who they are, but like I'm not gonna get hung up on like name or anything like that.
What's the film prep been like for the Bucs for you, and how different is it trying to prepare for an opponent, a specific opponent that it was on the college level?
I'll say it's pretty detailed. You know, we got a good rush plan, just different formations and things like that. So I'll say as far as like rush plan is way more detailed than it was in college. You know, like you're running your plays, you're kind of coming up with a rush plan for yourself and like what moves you might work on different guys. But now you're doing that, but within like a certain scheme, and you know.
So What's Tom Brady's weakness?
Not very mobile. You know.
Come on, man.
Been playing for 21 years, dude is a little older, not too mobile. So I'll say that's probably what it is.
I don't know how Tom gonna take that one, but you know, when you're not mobile, you got to do other things. Coach Marv.
Law Major Payne had to change culture first so he could train them to be winners. With these new guys, we are changing culture to dogs thin wins.
Woo! You know, there's another movie kind of sort of like that, changing of the culture. And I did that movie before reference, and it was Coach Carter. Coach Carter. Yeah. That coach right there, he changed the entire culture of that particular organization. Let me see if I can. Coach Carter. Yeah. See if I can get this movie. Yeah, Coach Carter. Yeah, real good movie right there, man. Real good movie. Coach Carter was a real good one, man. That guy right there, Samuel L. Jackson, changed the culture. Demanded the respect. Made those guys play as one. Cut the best player out there. Cut him. Let him go. Let him walk. Or what have you. Because he didn't want to formulate his mind to what Coach was saying. So it goes to show you, man, and this is based off of a true story, by the way. So, yeah, y'all watch Coach Carter. Similar situation what Coach Marv was talking about. Yeah.
In that respect, then, how important is interior pressure, getting in his face?
Get him off the spot. Passer rating goes down by a lot, so our role is super important this week as far as getting after him and, you know, rushing our butts off.
Hey, Osa ain't playing around with it. Let me give Osa one of these right here, man. Whoa, we got a dog over there, man. Oh, my goodness. Hey, this dude telling the truth, man. I wish he didn't say it, but, hey, let the young man speak with his chest, because now he got to present it and say, okay, I'm coming at you. I used to say 75, going to keep it live, but he changed his number to 97. So, hey, we're going to see 9-7 split right inside, especially through the B gap, because he plays the 3-tech on the outside shoulder, and he like to shoot through that B gap. So we going to see what he's going to bring to the table, and I'm quite sure it's going to be tenacity, right?
When you in meetings, what his rating is inside the pocket, and when you get him off the spot, what the rating is outside?
I think they said it goes down like 50.
When Tom Brady sees his quote, he's not that mobile. You know, he uses any little thing to motivate him. What do you think when he sees his quote today or tomorrow? How do you think he's going to respond when he sees it?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's not a guy that's too worried about what I'm saying. He's obviously going to be aware of it, but I've been doing this for a while. People say this, that, and the third. I've been doing this thing.
Old boy was like, here's why I believe we need this. We need this. Oh, my God, we need this, Cowboy Nation.
This is Sparta!
Although, that Parson, he said we're not going to give away secrets, right? Osa saying, hey, 2 tears in the bucket, pluck it. I'm going to get to the quarterback. Oh, you know who hears this? The offensive line. Oh, excuse me, number 9-7. He don't give up. That motor is going to be going 100% of the time. Excuse me, 110% of the time. Knifing in there, getting through there. The opposing team, think about this, pay attention. The opposing team, they don't rotate their front 5. Front 5 offensive line, they don't rotate. Oh, front 4, we rotate. So even he can get a breather. You know, hey, C was like, yeah, talk that stuff, man. Yeah, talk it. Thou shall decree a thing and it shall be established. He's talking, he putting it out there. I wish you'd have said, let those with ears hear. Let them hear it. I'm coming. I'm 9'7". Hello. He ain't scared. When the last time, excuse me, would Tristan Hill say this? Would Collins say this? We had him, what's his name, Malik Collins back in the days. Did they have the cojones? We only had one person on this front to at least do a little talking. And excuse me, when he did a little talking, something happened. And that was DeMarcus Lawrence. Everybody else was quiet. You can hear a gnat walking on cotton or an ant walking on cotton. You can hear all of that. You can hear a gnat fart, basically. Now we got people that's talking, which I ain't mad at it.
You know?
You started, Micah started, you just talked about the rookie class and what you guys feel about the impact you guys can make this year.
You know, they brought in 11 of us and they brought us here for a reason. So we're all here. We're all super excited to be here and just ready to come help us win.
Did y'all talk about the fact that you all make the 53? How much pride do you take in that as a class?
A lot. You know, that's not an easy thing to do, you know, is making a 53-man roster in the NFL. So obviously everyone's super grateful, proud, but at the same time, it's done. Now we're preparing for week 1.
How glad are you to be out of 75?
Yeah, I feel like I didn't like it at first, but like after a while of just playing in it, got used to it. I knew I wanted to be in like a 90s number, but I feel like I made it look good. Make any number that I wear look good, you know.
got a little cockiness on him.
I did talk to him a little bit about that because he wore 2 in college. So I was like, you know, you cover a lot. You damn near outside linebacker. You could wear 2, but I don't even think we have it available. If he did, though, I for sure would have snatched that 92 up.
197 just had a 9 in front of it, or?
Yeah, you know, respect some of the guys in the league that are wearing 97 as well. You know, Kenny Clark especially. So that was something that I figured would be cool to have a number that reminds me of someone that I respect a lot.
Trivia time, Cowboy Nation. Can y'all name me quickly all of the good players that wore 97 for the Dallas Cowboys? Post it down in the comment box for me. Just numbers, though, you know.
His personality. What have you learned about him last year?
He speaks his mind, you know. He says what's on his mind, says it loud. I respect it, you know. He's not going to hide anything. If he's feeling something, he's going to tell you, and that's someone that you can respect because there's nothing, there's no gray area, you know.
What's something he's told you as an example of that?
I really couldn't give you a specific one. I just, like, you know, you're always going to hear him speaking his mind.
Leroy Glover, okay. And Jason Hatcher, okay, appreciate you. Taco, I forgot all about, I keep on forgetting about Taco. Jason Hatcher, Leroy Glover, yeah. So far, Leroy Glover been the best 97 so far, right? Glover been the best 97 so far, right? If that's the case, Osa finna be the best 97 on the Cowboys roster ever.
That's like my takeaway.
What's that balance for those rookies, like trying to be yourself and bring the energy, but also like you haven't done anything on the field in the regular season yet?
I'll say for me, I just know how to listen, you know. When Wiseman once told me, when you don't have a say in anything, don't say anything. So obviously, like when it comes to guys talking about, hey, what time we're going to do captain's run, I'm not going to say anything. I don't really have a choice. I'm going to just show up when they tell us all to be here. But as far as practice, I just want to be a guy that's motivating, you know, just giving good feedback, watching guys, and then asking the same, and then bringing energy as far as my effort and everything. So that's where I'm at.
On that note of energy, we saw in Hard Knocks this week both Adden and Joe Witt talking about how important it is for players to be bringing the energy, and the coaches saying, like, we can't always bring the juice for you. Has that been a challenge for the defensive line during practices, or is it just something that...
I would say it's just a reminder, to be honest. I wouldn't say it's been a problem. We do a pretty good job juice-wise. We have great energy in the D-line room. So they're honestly just constantly reminding us of it. If they see that it dips, they're going to say something, and that's something that I like. If you see it, say it. So they're just constantly reminding us in our ear about it.
7 DQ backs today, bringing juice to the room, and was it kind of weird, obviously not having him?
It was definitely weird not having him. He's a cool dude, brings really good energy, you know. So missed him a little bit. It's good seeing his face. A lot of the guys that were on protocol are back. So just that alone, just being happy to see your teammate back and doing well, it gives you a little boost of energy.
Quinn's so hands-on with you guys. What was it like for that week where you had to be so hands-off and not be able to, just be right there on the field?
I mean, it was a little weird, but at the end of the day, like, you can't focus on that or let it get in the way of the work that you're putting in, you know?
Are you aware of the time-honored tradition of a rookie dinner?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My brother played for the Giants, so I've been knowing about that for a while.
Are you dreading it, or?
Nah, I like to eat too. It's just, you know, I don't have to pay for it. That's it.
He got a nonchalant type of personality. That's pretty good. You ask him a question, you know. Yeah, I said it. What you gonna do about it? You know. Yeah, your mama got a mustache. I said it. You know what? You want to fight? That's Osa mentality. The Osa mentality. Your daddy got bad breath. Your mama got a mustache. You know. And your sister got hairy legs. What you gonna do about it? Come on. I'm right here. He like this. I'm right here. What's up? You feel froggy? Let's jump. You know. Come on, man. He ain't playing around with it. He ain't playing around with it.
The best you felt in a while. Is this the best now?
The legend.
Going into the season, maybe since.
Yeah, it's been a while since I felt this good. I don't know if you guys saw, but I usually had the huge cowboy neck roll on. I finally took that off. It's just the neck's feeling normal now. So yeah.
How does it feel? Did you celebrate that?
Huh?
Did you celebrate?
It felt good to feel like a little free. So.
Did you keep it?
Huh? No, you could throw that thing away. I don't want no memories of that thing.
How long have you been working? How many years straight?
Wow.
I'll say about 4 years. The thick one. Yeah.
What was exciting about today's practice? You focus all on Tampa Bay.
We finally got a game week coming up where we can prepare. We got time to prepare, and feel to be good to be back for the season. So yeah.
Dak, CD, offense. I mean, you got enough time to get in sync.
Yeah, we got time to prepare right now. We just got to make sure we're preparing the right way right now.
How quickly do you all reintegrate when Dak gets back in there?
It's pretty quick. It's like natural. It's like riding a bike. So when he comes out there, everything just flows naturally.
What's this infusion of new players been like for you guys who've been around? Micah Parsons saying 43% of the roster is new from last year.
Yeah, I've been here for a while, so it's always a whole new rotation of guys coming in. So just focus on the year, focus it day by day, and just get the practice done.
Been here for a while, as you said. Do you feel like the old man in the room? Do you feel like the KG vet that has to guide everybody?
You got Joe over here making me feel like the old dude around here. So, but no, it doesn't. It doesn't really affect me at all. I'm not really thinking about that right now. Just focusing on the year.
Aaron, how would you describe practicing against Micah? I think he told us something like he feels like he's your son when you're present.
The kid, he has really good potential. He wants to work. He wants to ask questions to see how he gets better. And I'm always here to help the teammate out. So yeah.
How will he fit in offense?
For me, he has multiple threats for him. Yeah, he can bring anything to the game. He has the speed, he has the power. So you got to be on your toes, that type of guy.
Talking about taking the neck roll off and feeling good.
Get him.
Is there, it's like a 6-week camp. Is there, and with everything you've been through, is there a process where you get excited or just like, I still feel pretty good, like as opposed to maybe other years where you kind of start to feel
just,
up a little bit,
I guess the injuries are out the way, including the neck, and so not really thinking about any of that stuff right now. So yeah.
Which I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That you're not.
Right.
Given what prior years have been like.
Yeah, always kind of been nursing an injury. Come off with some kind of rehab. So yes, this year is kind of just full go. So it feels good.
What would it mean to you to be available for 17 regular season games this year?
That's the goal, and then I'm gonna do my best to play all 17 games, and I will do it.
What was your first
Get him.
reaction when you heard in the offseason that regular season had been expanded?
Honestly, that's out of our control. So just focus on the things that we can control. Is just get better. So yeah.
You think
worry
you'll
about
train a
Lyle
little
and his
different?
stingers? You give him advice on how to handle those?
Say again?
You worry about Lyle and his stingers, and you give him any advice on how to handle his?
You know, they do a good job handling the neck here, and so, you know, LC is doing everything everything they tell them to do, and you know, he'll be back on the field as soon as possible.
You have an extra game. Do you change how you prepare in comparison to 16-game season? It's about the same.
It's about the same, maybe a little more, a little more care, focus on the little small things. But other than that, just prepare it like you normally do. Just make sure you take care of the little things.
Having a few key guys on offense coming back after missing so much time last year with you, Dak, LC, hopefully, is there like a collective excitement just to finally get back out there?
It's the excitement to just be back on the field with with your teammates and with your brothers, and be on the field working again. It just feels good to just be doing what you love.
Tampa's pass rush, you've gone against JPP much in your career. What do you see from them?
No, it's just a front that you got to kind of bring your A game, every snap of the game, and they're a front that's going to bring it every play. So we just got to make sure we do our studying and then make sure we're all on the same page.
Working with Micah, is it a little like with you and G. Ware back your rookie year?
It's a different mindset, switching off. I'm the guy that's kind of helping out now, so he's a kid that wants to get better. So looking forward to that.
Man, Tyron Smith, man. Nothing but the truth, man.
For me, I was always asking a lot of questions and then figuring out how to beat him. So if I felt like I could beat him, I could beat anybody. So yeah.
There was at least one practice very early in camp where he was working like on speed rush with you after practice.
Yeah.
Remember that? How did that develop? Did he approach you?
No, he kept asking. Well, yeah, he came and asked me. We did some work after practice, and I just wanted to teach him what is he looking at for before the snap of the play. So yeah.
What did you tell him he's looking for?
That's between me and him. Okay, gotta get everything out.
Y'all hear the wisdom? Y'all hear the wisdom of Tyron Smith? And while I was doing this and doing that, I was looking for this photo, and this photo was right here, me and Tyron Smith, man. Oh my goodness, man! You see how big he is? That's a big dude, man. That's a real big dude, man. And look at me. I'm cheesing like a chess cat. Man, when you think of Tyron Smith, and I'm about 10 years older than him, by the way. So if that was my son, I'd have said like, yeah, son, you're big, But the thing is with Tyron Smith, man, it's one of those things whereas if he can remain healthy, and I believe he will, this thing can go a long, long way. He protects the blind side. So on top of that, and think about this, Cowboy Nation. That's look how big his hand is. It's the size of my head and beard, Hey, it's the size of my shoulder, He can just ball me up and say, hey man, I'm gonna roll you around like a bowling ball. So dude is huge. I'm looking at it like, if we look into this, Cowboy Nation, down the line, he's going to protect the blind side. Y'all heard in this interview, he have not worn the neck roll. He threw it away. Don't you know that this guy not only can just palm my head right down and throw me around, just like the Hulk or something, Hulk smash, not only he can do that, but he protects the blind spot of Dak Prescott. Those pass rushes that go around, he's going to be there. Redirect, kick slide, knee bend, all of that good stuff is there. So all we got to do is understand that this guy is feeling different, and his goal is to play 17 weeks. Well, I come here to tell you that I want him to play beyond 17 weeks. How many games in the season altogether, Cowboy Nation? Is it 20 or 21? That's what I want him to do. Stay healthy around that time frame. And this offseason was his first time, collectively speaking. 20, shout out to you, Greg Berry. You're the real one. 20 games, Cake Hustle. Is it 21 or 20 now? Which one is right? Which one of y'all right? Who's right, Greg Berry or Cake Hustle? Is it 21 or 20? Because I need him to play every game. Somebody do the quick math right quick. Is it 21 games or is it 20 games? Help me out. Help me out. Let's see. Dallas Cowboys 92. Says 20 of them. Okay, we need him for every game. 20 with the bye. 21. Oh, man, y'all getting me. Y'all killing me. What is it? I don't know what it is. Well, we need him to play every game. Every game. So let's go. I think, I'm a short guy. I'm very short. I'm like 5'2". I'm 5'1", by the way. I'm 5'1". If y'all believe that, right? I'm me and Kevin Hart same height. Kevin Hart taller than me. Just playing. All right, so we need to have him in every single game. We do. On top of that, and Tyron Smith, he's 6'7", 6'6", or something like 6'5", 6'7", 6'6", something like that, 6'7". Big, tall guy.
Like I say, you still played even playing through injuries, you still played at a very high level. But is there a sense now that you feel this good of really reminding opponents how good you can be when you're feeling completely healthy? Is there any of that?
No, actually, I'm just trying to be my best for my team and do my best. I can be out here on the field. So yeah.
Do you have a sense of if La'el can be out there with y'all anymore?
It's for me to how I'm looking at it, it's the stinger. It just takes some rest. That's it.
So Tyron Smith is healthy, man, and he's back at it, man. I can't wait to see all of this stuff that goes in the right way, in the right direction. Cowboy Nation, let me see if I can snap this one away with my powers. Yeah, I got a little powers left. 5'11". Yeah, you're right. I'm 5'11", man. I'm not 6 foot, nor am I 5 foot. I'm 5'11", so let's go. Me and Dallas Cowboys, we the same height, basically. Parsons holding the run in check will determine the game. The greatest attribute of Parsons, believe it or not, when you look at everything, go back and look at his game, is controlling the run, sideline to sideline guy. And I believe when you have that type of speed, you can't really, low key, you can't really do this right here, Cowboy Nation. You cannot make up for 4-3. 4-3 is 4-3. That's speed. Speed is speed. Speed is speed, Cowboy Nation. So when you look at what Parsons brings to the table, it's pure speed. And the aggressions and the tone and the tenacity, that's all extra too. So Cowboy Nation, let's get that thing going in the right direction with that part of it. So shout out to those guys on that interview. That was my first time reading and watching the Tyron Smith interview there. So I like what he said about, hey, my goal is to play every single game this year, and that will work its wonders out. That worked out to be amazing, by the way. So let's see what these guys have to say over here on 105.
Dallas Morning News doing a write-up here on Dan Quinn, and there's some good quotes from him and how he's sort of changed his philosophy a little bit. He gets fired as the head coach in Atlanta mid-season.
Can I say this real quick as well?
Yeah.
The reason I think Atlanta has never done anything since that Super Bowl run, it was such a shocking, heartbreaking loss. You have to blow that damn team up.
Right.
You cannot march these same guys out there, because unless they win another Super Bowl, the whole city is scared to death of them. It's kind of like when the Mavericks went to the NBA Finals in 2006, and all those years afterwards, nobody believed that they could do it, or they were afraid that they were getting knocked out in the first round again. It's like, don't tease me. Unless you win a title, I can't trust it. So in Atlanta, with that Falcons team.
I think Chris Arnold, and shout out to him on the nosebleed, I think he's spitting nothing but the truth there. Think about this. when the Seattle Sea Chickens, when they made it to the Super Bowl the second time, the interception that Russell Wilson threw, everybody started to point fingers at that point. Everybody started saying that, hey, he wanted the shame, he wanted the fame, this guy's the shame. He wanted the glory, this guy's nothing. You know, it started to have an internal war. And when you lose Super Bowls, that happened. Case in point, the 49ers, when they went to the Super Bowl and they lost it, everybody started looking at the coach sideways and a whole bunch of other stuff. I was happy that they lost it, you know, and not the previous time, but the previous time before that when they had the coach Harbaugh. You know, what's his name? Is it John? What Harbaugh that one is? Y'all know what Super Bowl I'm talking about, right? When they made it to the Super Bowl, they lost. Forgot his name. Is it Jim or John? I keep getting those guys mixed up. But everybody started pointing the fingers. I said, yeah, they can blow that up now, you know. And that's just how it goes, man. Jim or John, the lunatic, yeah, you know. So it is one of those things, whereas we can look back at this thing and say, all right, cool. When you lose the Super Bowl, it's Jim. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all are the real ones, right? Appreciate you, man. So when Jim, you know, they started the exit plan. Like, we got to get this guy up out of here now. The things that he's saying and the things that he's done for this organization is not heavy enough. And appreciate you, Doran. The thing is, when you go to the Super Bowl and lose it, if you're not going to make it back within 2 to 3 years, oh my goodness, then it started to cave in. The doubts and the worries began to become louder and louder. And the miscalculation began to become louder and louder. So that's what happened. I believe with Dan Quinn, a lot of times we look at this defense and you look at the previous defense, it was just a mess. He was doing too much. He was doing too much over there in Atlanta land. But I come here to tell you guys now that he's not going to be asked to do all of those things.
Team as is with just tweaks here and there. No, they're like, it's like too much pressure.
Yeah, too much to overcome there. People don't forget.
Exactly.
So he is now your defensive coordinator. He had time after being fired midseason as the head coach of the Falcons to sort of reevaluate some things. And so,
excuse me, I got some of my guys, man, that asking some good questions here. As Modius says, what about the Buffalo? Think about this. The Buffalo. How can I put this? The Buffalo was a team that got hot in the wrong era. They were a team that got hot in the wrong era. Law, what do you mean about that? Well, y'all remember when Jordan got hot in the early 90s, mid-90s too? He shattered a lot of teams' dreams, right? Utah, the Blazers, what is it? Seattle or what are they going to be called? Is it Seattle or whatever? You know, the Seattle Supersonics. You know, he shut down a lot of people's hopes and dreams. You know, he just got hot. He was a unique person. The Knicks, yeah. Patrick Ewing. Oh my goodness, they had those Smith boys out there, man. What was Smith? Oh, no. What was the dude's name? What's the dude's name that did this to Jordan? Was it the Pacers? Was it the Pacers, the Knicks, the Supersonics? Those teams got hot. Look, the Supersonics like, oh no, we got hot in the wrong era. Oh my goodness. Reggie Miller. Oh my goodness. Reggie was a dog. Oh, that was Chokewell, Spreewell. He did that to the coach. Okay, but Reggie used to talk some noise too. Oh, John Starks, all of those boys. Wrong era. Jordan era lasted good time. It was such a good era that when he kind of like quasi retired, did somebody say, "Oh yeah, we can go get us one." Elijah Waugh and all of those boys. Sam Cassell, I believe that was his name, whatever his name was. You know, that's how they was able to get their ring. But you think they would have got a ring if Jordan never retired in that little spell? Yeah, Allen Houston, he hurt a lot of people's dreams. See, the Bills got hot at the wrong time. Oh, my gosh. The Giants gave him a whooping. Say, Washington gave him a spanking. Yeah. Cowboys. Come on around again for that. But, man, they had a loaded team, man. Thurman Thomas wasn't nobody to sneeze at. Andre Reed was nobody to sneeze at. Excuse me. Don Beebe, shoot, that boy was lethal. Yeah, the offense was crazy. Yeah. But y'all get what I'm saying. So sometimes you just birthed in the wrong era. But it's about being able to adapt too. Coach Marv says McCarthy is you text me that too, Coach, and I meant to get back with you on that. You did text me that one, and I appreciate you texting me that. I meant to get back with you on that one. Let the AI speak.
Is McCarthy a leader of men? We that with this young team. If yes, we will be okay. If no, or I don't know, we are in major trouble. Facts.
I don't, and y'all can charge this to me. I just don't think collectively speaking, I just don't think personally Mike McCarthy is a leader of men. I just don't see it. Now, if you took business school or you took anything in business class, it says management, getting work done through others. If he can figure out to find that general or find that guy, that lieutenant or whatever it may be, if he can find that one person, and maybe he did out of Dan Quinn, to lead the troops, then he's brilliant. But just off of Mike McCarthy words alone, I don't think that he's going to be able to lead anything. And charge it to my head, not my heart, Cowboy Nation, if I'm only looking at him on the way he speak to the media. Maybe when the doors are closed, he moving furniture around, he's in the face of his teammates, he in the face of his people, his students or what have you, or his staff and agents, and he's telling them, hey, this is what I said do, this is my word of final. Maybe he's doing that on that aspect of it. But from the outside looking in, just from what I'm able to observe here, I just don't think that he is that dog. You know, I just don't think that he got the sharp teeth like that. Don't shank me with a butter knife, Cowboy Nation. But I'm just looking at it like that. But I do like the fact that what Dan Quinn has brought to the table, and he speaks with authority, and he's assertive in the way he speaks, and you can see some of the differences between what we've seen out of last year's defense and this year's defense. Ken Hart said, imagine how bad Sean Lee wants to come back.
Imagine how bad Sean Lee wants to come back.
Facts. And the lunatic says, did he say after Hard Knocks crew, gone, now I can be sincere with the team. And that could be. He could be the guy that wear two faces. He could be the guy that wear two faces, right? He could be the guy like, I'm boisterous, I'm moving stuff around, I'm getting into these players, I'm telling them one time, I'm not telling them 3 or 4, I'm telling them one time. He could be that guy. And this is only his second year, so I can't sit here and say that I want this guy his second year. I don't know him. We still trying to get to know him, right? It said it takes 3 to 4 years to know somebody, right? Too early to talk on Mike McCarthy. And this is from Ricardo. You 100% right. It's too early right now. But I'm just saying from my observation and from some of the few people that were Green Bay Packer fans or what have you, from their thoughts that he can't do this and can't do that. And they could just be bitter. Right? They could be flat out just bitter. Because they haven't won anything in a long time outside of the one Super Bowl and getting there and not closing it out.
So, and I think we've seen it firsthand. When he was initially hired, Walchuk and I both were lamenting the fact that, man, this is a very vanilla scheme. We're getting back to, okay, it's cover 3. We don't blitz. We don't have much variety. There's nothing in the way that's going to be fooling quarterbacks. You kind of have to win with great talent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you're going to do. The offense knows what you're going to do, and let's just see whose players are better. And to me, that's just not a great defensive coordinator. Well, we've seen in the preseason and throughout training camp, this is not the run-of-the-mill Dan Quinn scheme that he was known for. The cover 3, basic, same front, all these different things.
Right.
You've seen the variety. You've seen the blitzing. You've seen different coverages. You've seen pre-snap movement and trying to fool the opposing quarterbacks. And it's just preseason. And I'm sure that he's barely even scratched the surface on what he plans to do. Now that we get into the regular season, we're really going to get to see it. But it seems like he's being more creative now, and that was something that I was a little bit concerned about. Well, here in this article, he's talking about having the extra time, wanting to do a deep dive in the scheme, find out what he liked, find out what he didn't like about it, find out what needed changing, what needed adapting. And so that's what he did on his sabbatical. And so so he says, he's like, I loaded up on all the tape that we had through my time in Atlanta, Seattle, see what I liked, see what I didn't, and seeing what offenses, based on how some offenses are playing these days, it was a good lesson for him to say, okay, this particular defense worked 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Offenses are doing different things now, and so I'm going to have to adjust my scheme a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so he says, I didn't just want to rinse, repeat, and say, here's the package, this is what we do. This package is truly new where we're going, is what he's saying. So he's tweaking some things. And so we're used to the usual stuff, minimal pre-snap deception, and quarterback going to the line of scrimmage, knowing pretty much exactly where he's going to go with the football. We all saw it firsthand with this philosophy with Marinelli and Richard and these guys.
Right.
But that's no longer Quinn's style, according to him in this article. He said,
No smashing watermelons this year, McCarthy.
Smashing watermelons. He got so much heat smashing those watermelons, and I tried my best to protect him last season. And I kind of liked when we smashed the hell out of those watermelons, but you know how that thing go. We in our culture, man, sometimes can be ultra sensitive about certain things, but neither here nor there. I could look at this like Mike McCarthy. Like I said, this is only the second year. It's still a honeymoon time, basically. You're still newlyweds at this point. You're newlyweds to what, 4 or 5 years into it? And well, we don't have 4 or 5 years for him to play around, though. But he could have one thought and said, okay, I'm going to do it this way, my way. And then Jerry Wayne went and talked to him and said, hey, man, I know how you did it up there in Milwaukee, over there in Wisconsin, whatever Green Bay is located at. But you can't do it here. You can't do it here. You got to do it this way. We got sponsors. We got interviews. We got this. Now, year 1, clean-shaved McCarthy. Year 2, he's a little himself. He grew the beard back out. So, let me know. I think the bearded McCarthy is going to have a better record than the clean-shaved McCarthy. So maybe that's the situation. He's going to be a little bit more rugged this year. That beard power.
As we had leaned on one system for so long that we were playing so much 3 deep. Good news with that is you knew where a lot of teams were trying to attack you, and so early on it was a couple of plays. Then it became a few more, and then a few more, and then before you know it, it's this and that and this, and now offenses have a million different ways to beat your defense. He says, so a good lesson to go through is to say, hey, you better be able to adjust with more than just that. Our defense was rock solid in the principles, but there needed to be more variation and make it more challenging for the quarterback post-snap.
Aloha, brother.
And so,
made no sense. We hire a so-called guru in McCarthy, and he does not call plays. He incites enthusiasm like a visit to the urologists.
Oh my God! Hey, Mark, I want to jump on that train right now, but I can't. I understand. I understand. His hands were tied behind his back. He was hired with conditions. He might have came in with one thought saying, hey, I'm walking in here. I'm going to bring in my crew. Jerry Wayne and things was like, nah, Mike, sit down. That's my son right there. Kellen Moore is my guy. That's my guy. I want to be able to make sure that he.
If McCarthy wants to motivate the team, you don't play Austin Powers, you play Remember the Titans. I wish he matched the intensity of Quinn.
Woo, I can see, man, y'all got me on the ropes now, man. Y'all get me up off the ropes, man, with Mike McCarthy. Y'all know I gave him a mulligan last year. So get me off the ropes with him, man. Y'all got me on the ropes right now. And I'm trying to do the rope-a-dope, man. I'm not saying that I'm PC law right now, but I'm trying real hard, I'm trying real hard to be positive with Mike McCarthy. So y'all leave me alone with this, man. But I appreciate you, Dorian. Appreciate you, Mark. But come on, y'all making some good points. Y'all are making some good points. But let this season manifest itself into what we want it to be right now, Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Coach, no, Coach. Don't do it. But soft and finesse style of play is not going to get it done. Oh, no, Coach Marv. Coach Marv, please. Please. Can we be a little political?
To me, that is just a very welcomed thing. I know with Mike Nolan, there was the variety and all these different things, and it became too much. There's obviously a good balance there of just, hey, letting your defensive players go, be great, fly around and make plays. But there's also, I think, an onus on a coach, on a defensive coordinator, to put them in the right position and do his best to schematically confuse quarterbacks and things, put pressure on an offense. And that seems to be what he's doing now, and he's committed to doing that. And now it's going to be a much different defense than, if you were a Seahawks fan or a Falcons fan over the last few years and you watch this Cowboys defense, you're going to say, okay, things are a little bit different. Like Dan Quinn's not just doing the same old. And there's just a heavy emphasis on the communication of everything and how he communicates to his players, how the players communicate with each other and all these different things. So it's a really good article. I'd encourage you to go read it in the Dallas Morning News. Professional Rebirth has Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn thinking big, and it's evolved. He's evolved as a coach while continuing the emphasis on communication, and he's been willing to adapt and change some things. So I'm excited. I've noticed it. I've just the blitzing in general. If you look at the Dan Quinn blitz rates throughout his time as a defensive play caller, they were extremely low for the most part. And then you see in the preseason, and you're seeing some blitzing, you're seeing some different things, and it's just preseason where you're being more vanilla than you will be in the regular season. And with this secondary and these corners and everything, you're going to have to find a way to rattle quarterbacks in the pocket.
Ooh. So you're going to have to find a way to rattle quarterbacks, especially in the pocket. If I go over there and punch that wall, the sheetrock, I can leave a hole in it with my fist. I can punch the wall. I can leave multiple holes in it. And if I hit that stud, I might bring back a little bit. I might bring it back a little bit if I hit that stud, right? Because that's where that 2x4 is at. So what I'm saying is that, Cowboy Nation, we got to make sure that when we punch, it's in the right areas on this particular opposing team. But there's studs in that wall. And I'm trying to give you guys an analogy that these young rookies, they don't know where to stud at. And they don't have time to go get a stud finder and these sorts of things. So we're going to be punching at the wall. But hopefully, Dan Quinn will be able to insert his knowledge and understand the frame of the wall and give insight and intellect and intel from his previous history, playing against said team and saying, here's the weak spot in the wall. How you know? Because I punched there before. Follow me. Hear me out, Cowboy Nation. Pay attention. That is the reason why we have Dan Quinn on this team. we're not going to blindfold ourselves and punch the wall. Matter of fact, Mike Nolan blindfolded himself, and they thought that he was going to punch the wall, and he never even got close to the wall. He was like, Brandon Carr, let's put him out there. He was missing. And every single weekend, or we were sitting there watching the Cowboys, and we would sit there and say, hey, why are you dropping 4? Why are you dropping 4? When you see they line up in 12 personnel. What are you trying to do here? Who are you trying to mask? You punching, and you're not even connecting, dog. Get a little closer. We try to push him a little closer, and he still missed. So, hopefully, with this team, Mike McCarthy mixed in with this guy, Dan Quinn. They close to the wall, they punch the wall, they penetrate, or even if they focus in on one spot, they get home. What's the one spot law? The interior. Oh, the game is won and lost in the interior. Oh. But what about DB? Don't worry about DBs. We focusing in right in the middle. We trying to get Tom off his spot. 97, he's not going to stop. 97, it's him all day. That's why he can talk the way he talk. He know. I'm a wrestler. I'm not wrestling physically right now. I'm wrestling mentally with these guys. Even at my rookie state, I'm going to get through this wall. Yeah. Cactus G says some of y'all act like y'all want Lennon hand back. Yeah. Some people do act like that. Yep. Some people act like that.
By blitzing, hopefully Gregory, Lawrence, and the guys on the defensive line will be able to get after it without some blitzing. But when you have guys like Micah Parsons, say what you want about Jalen Smith, one of the things he does well is blitz. So I think you're going to see that. He's going to get creative with Donovan Wilson as well, who we saw last year as a really good blitzer as a safety. So I'm looking forward to this defense in a way that I was not maybe 3 or 4 months ago.
That was the end of that one. Good episode.
So Dallas Morning News doing a
good episode from those guys, man. I can't stress this out enough. These guys are just brilliant. So if you guys want to listen to the episode without me stopping and pausing every 5 seconds, click that link in the description box if you're on certain platforms. If not, if you are on the YouTube page, you'll see the link floating around there. You guys want to take phone calls for a quick second? Let me know. If you guys want to take phone calls for a quick second, the phone line, the hotline for your mind is open to everyone. That's the sound you will hear when it's on. All right, here we go. And it's Friday. Happy Friday to everybody that's tuning in. And let's go. Let's go. That's the line. And let me get this one right here. We got, what do you know? Coach, you're live.
Hey, Law, I'm gonna take you off the hook here. Let's get off. We're gonna give Mike McCarthy a thing. I just got some questions. He got a lot to prove. Is he a leader of this team? And he may be doing a lot of things in the background, and the camera. He might be a lot camera shy with this Hard Knocks. But we brought him here as a offensive guy. That's what he was known for.
Facts.
So he can't let Kevin Moore let him get fired. Because if the offense struggles any, he has to be the one to step in and take over. And I think he did a great job of bringing Dan Quinn in because he's not a defensive guy.
Right.
So he brought a guy in here to wear the defense. But if the offense struggles, he has to step in. But it's Mike McCarthy thing to lead this team. But I do think one thing, and I'm gonna say this, is going to be maybe one of his downfalls, and I hate to say this, but this is going to be a downfall. He can lose this team over DiNucci.
Yeah.
He can lose this team over DiNucci because everyone in the fans know, and I'm quite sure all the players know, that DiNucci should not be on this practice squad on this football team. And if things start to go south, players have a tendency, when you show that type of favoritism, to turn on you like a cheap suit.
Yeah.
And I say this about, we talked about the guy from Jacksonville, the coach, Urban Meyer.
Oh, my God.
Urban Meyer came down to he had to make a decision of a guy that he thought was like a son to him, that he had won national championships with, and that he loved dearly. But he had to let Tebow go because he didn't want to lose the locker room, and everyone knew that Tebow was not a tight end. But he loved him to death, but he had to let him go. And he didn't even bring him back to the practice squad. He had to let him go. And DiNucci should not be on this practice squad of this team. If things start to go bad, you can lose the locker room over a guy that has no right, would not help you at all.
You're right, Coach.
As I say, Law, you do a great job, but that could be a downfall for him. And people, we trying to brush it over, but DiNucci should not be on this team. If DiNucci would have got cut, there would have been not one NFL team that would have picked him up.
No.
Gilbert got picked up by a team that's been predominantly winning, playing for championships, and they picked him up because they thought they saw something in him, and we got DiNucci on our practice squad. That's not right. And that's Mike McCarthy's decision.
Yeah. And that's just how it goes. And I said the same thing with Doug Nussmeier. And I know people was throwing some things out that Doug Nussmeier did while he was at Alabama lad. But if you look at his resume, it's not a beautiful one. It's not a beautiful one. Let's just be real. He's Doug Nussmeier. So this team is loaded with cronyism and nepotism, and that's one of that's just Jones, man. They just a good family to work for, Coach. And
well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right now in the positive.
Positive.
These young guys that we got on that defense. These young guys, and when you give them the war call, when you hear the interviews, I love their mentality. I love Osa.
Yeah.
I've been saying it, and I know your listeners have been seeing me put it on there all the time. He looks like Michael Bennett. He talks like Michael Bennett. He plays like Michael Bennett. Michael Bennett was one of those people that said whatever he wanted to say, how he said, because he didn't have no fear. Wow. So, and Parsons is the same type of guy. These are the guys, these young guys. If we can keep them motivated, these are the guys that can change the culture of our football team and give us that dog mentality. And we want to depend on these young guys doing, mixed in with some veterans, bring them along, but send them out and let them be aggressive and let them be, let that enthusiasm permeate through the Cowboy Cowboy organization. And these are the guys that we're going to have to build on with the culture, because culture is the most important thing to winning. Yeah. And if you set the right culture, winning will come down the line. We got off track with our culture after we had some runs as a Cowboy organization, and we got off culture, and then we tried to get back. But we have to get back to that culture of a physical, fast, aggressive football team. And if we can get back to that culture with these young defensive guys that I'm very excited about, I don't care if they have some mishaps. I'm very excited about just seeing them play well and play hard. And we can do that. That can help us set a culture here, and maybe Mike McCarthy can get in with that and ride the wave. But this is a different animal coaching in Dallas Cowboy land. This is not Green Bay. If you don't do well or you're not a strong leader in Dallas, the media and the Dallas world will eat you alive.
It'll pick up. Fact. It will show. It will show because of our legacy, the Tom Landrys of the world, the Jimmy Johnsons, and that legacy spill over, man. And the way our leadership was when Jimmy Johnson left, of course, with Barry Switzer. He wasn't the leader, vocal leader, but it was more so of Troy Aikman, the Michael Irvins, the way they are impressive as relates to talking to the media and things like that. That goes a long way, and I think that the Cowboys organization thrives off of that type of vocal person. And when you bring in somebody that's docile a little bit on their approach, it comes.
Well, you know,
like, yeah,
I think a lot of people don't give credit to Bill Parcells.
Oh.
Bill Parcells did a great job here. He took a team that was just as bad as the team that Jimmy Johnson took it over, and he took that team and got that team to win the division, but he just ran out of gas.
Yeah.
But he took that team, and when he left this team, people forget when he left the team, the next coach came in and had a great record at the beginning. I think that's what I don't want to call him Captain Crunch because he looked like Captain Crunch. But he came in. Wade Phillips came in, and we remember that Cowboy team right after Parcells left. They were the number 1 seed in the NFC the next year after Parcells left. But the softness of Wade Phillips led that team, and after a while, you started to see the team fall off because Bill Parcells was a grind.
Right.
People don't understand. If you can take a team like the Cowboys with a quarterback like Quincy Carter that had some issues, mental health and all type of stuff,
Thanks.
And win a division and almost and I think get close to winning a playoff game with a Quincy Carter, and it was and they had a great defense. The defense was number one top 5 in the NFL with Zimmer.
Yeah.
So we need that type of culture here that can blot out all the noise of the outside world, and they need a coach here that's got to. X's and O's is not the thing with the Cowboys as a head coach. You have to be able to make the Valley Ranch, it used to be Valley Ranch, but now the Star, you have to make that about work. Because when they walk outside, you're in the Dallas area. When you walk outside, the media is like a swarm of bees, and you're on the biggest stage in football.
Yeah.
So you have to have something to keep you focused on what is important to winning.
Yeah.
You have to things that Mike McCarthy has to keep in mind, that he has to keep the confidence in the team, and keeping guys that that are not has the ability to play in the NFL and getting paid weekly salaries at practice squad. That's not going to bode well when a guy gets cut and people say, "Man, that's my friend. He was a little bit better. I know he's better than DiNucci. Why he not on the team?"
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
it goes so many ways, Coach. But I really appreciate you for calling in and you speak.
All right, man. Thank you so much, Law, for letting me have that time.
Yeah, anytime.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
That's Coach Marv for you, man. It goes both ways, We all know that even Coach Parcells, he was a hard-nosed, firm type of coach, but he had his mistakes too. He wanted Bobby Carpenter. He wanted what's this guy name? Instead of DeMarcus Ware, he wanted some guys outside of the guys that we had. But one thing you can't doubt Coach about is his ability to elevate. That goes a long way. Put the anointing oil away on Tony. Oh, let's not anoint him too quickly. And I would say this to my grave, that if Parcells was here the amount of years that Chase and Gary was here, oh, my goodness, we at least had one by now. But every coach got their pet. Every coach got somebody that they saw, that they wanted, and they would just do whatever to get there, to keep them. But, it is what it is. But great point of what Coach Marv was saying, though. We got to somehow iron out the nepotism and the cronyism. And we still got to give Mike McCarthy some time, right? We gave him a mulligan last year, and this year he's heading into his second year. He sees some things that he probably want to work out, but he can't do it. His hands are to the fire. Not his feet yet, but his hands are there. He's like, whoa, it's warm. Let me get warm up with it, So we have 202. You're live.
Hey, what's going on, Law?
Nothing much.
All right. Hey, I wanted to kind of chime in on the defense, but before I touch that topic, I want to know, do you know anything about Leo Collins? Is he going to be available Thursday night?
I think he's going to play week 1, but it's going to be, we hope that neck can stand firm, and it's going to be one of those situations. But I think he's going to be ready for week 1.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely need him. Okay, so regarding the defense, I'm thinking about this game against the Buccaneers, and the way I look at it, the way Tampa Bay and that team is constructed, they're essentially what I think Dallas wants to be. You look at their front four, you look at the way they do the play action pass with Brady. Contrary to what people think, the Buccaneers offense was struggling last year up until they had their bye.
Right.
And then Brady went to the head coach, and they kind of changed their philosophy and basically took the Patriots offense, the classic play action pass, instead of Brady dropping back, relying on him to basically throw for 300 yards and win games, because it just wasn't going to happen. I think they were 7-5 at the time, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
But my point is that with this defense, what the Cowboys are going to have to do, in my opinion, they're going to have to stop the run. I think that has to be their number one goal, is to make Brady one-dimensional. And I think if they just say, hey, you know what? I want to see how this front four is going to play to find out if we're going to have to commit any additional personnel to pressure. In an ideal world, I think what Dan Quinn wants to do is to see if our front four can actually create some pressure without committing some additional players. But if we can stop the run to begin with and make Brady one-dimensional,
I
think we can do some things. So let me get your thoughts there, and I'll hang up and listen.
No, Glenn, that's a brilliant point there. If we can stop the run and make them one-dimensional, if we can just have a simplified playbook and still able to move the ball down the field, then that will work too. Just have some type of scheme or philosophy that they can stick to and work. I do believe that, like Coach Marv, he said, if we can establish the run, create pressure, create ball control, clock management, then the defense naturally will perform better, even just by time of possession. I don't know if that's going to be Kellen Moore's angle. I don't know if he got that ability to be disciplined enough to run on 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3. I just don't know. He might feel comfortable spreading it out and throwing the ball down the field. But everything that you mentioned about the defense of the Buccaneers and the philosophy and the scheme, I think that will be something that the Cowboys will like to have out there.
Yeah. Well, I'll leave you with this regarding Kellen Moore, and I've already voiced my frustrations with him. My biggest quibble, if he would just allow Dak to only throw on play-action pass, at least initially in the first few games, and try and limit those passes based off play-action pass instead of him being a sitting duck back there, I think that'll do Dallas a world of good. So I'll hang up and let you go, and love the show.
Thank you, Glenn Law. Appreciate you. That's Glenn from the law office, man. Good guy. Let me see. We have the 901. You're live.
Hey, did you say 901?
Yep, you're live. You in this thing.
Hey, what's up, Law? Hey, this Chief Caesar, man. I'm just checking in. Long time listener, first time caller. And I definitely agree with what everybody was saying before, as far as this 4-man front, this pressure. They gotta bring it. The mental got to be tough. They got to be, rotating those guys in and out. And we'll see who shines in that out of the rookies. I am curious to see who pops up as far as our cornerback, see if they shine, get a little play and stuff like that. So tell me what you're thinking.
It's going to be Anthony Brown. They're going to trust experiences over youth. That's just how it goes. And Anthony Brown, if pressure's in the face of the quarterback and he's sitting on routes, then that's a whole nother Anthony Brown. He had 2 interceptions last season off of pressure from the interior or pressure off the edge, and he was able to sit on routes. So hopefully that will be the game plan for the Dallas Cowboys, is to create enough pressure.
Right, yeah, so that means our edges got to be flying, but who's going to be the backups? I mean, is Watkins going to be playing in defensive tackle position? Are they going to slide him out? How are they going to work that? position out, with everybody being on IR and stuff like that. Is Urban playing,
I don't want Carlos on the edge at all. I think he's better inside, And he got some edge. He plays some edge because they're a different style of defense in Texans. But no. Then you put Randy Gregory out there, Bradley, and now you make sure that those guys are active. That he can be the spill there, and as well as Dorrance Armstrong. He can be a spell guy too.
Okay. My only other thing I want to really bring up was the Dak Prescott performance. Since he's stepping back out on the field for the first time, how many plays do you think? How many plays do you think it'll take him to get into this repetition is where he, dissecting the defense and doing his audibles, doing the Dak thing?
I just want him to get 20 to 25 throws there. I don't want him throwing north of that. Not saying that he can't do it. But the philosophy and the scheme of this team, they got to pace themselves. This will be the first game. So I really want us to be a run-first situation. And like what Glenn just said, we got to throw out a play action. But we got to establish the run, though.
Right. I hope they just disguise the run. That's all. And switch it up, put the two backs out there, tight ends, do some blocking, and see what happens. I'm going to take up too much more of your time, though.
I appreciate you for yours.
It's
good for the 901. All right. Let's see. All right. Okay, we got enough time. Lady Jessica, you live.
Hey, Lo. How you doing? How's everybody?
Oh, well over here. Everybody's great. I got my blueberry smoothie here, just chilling,
I saw that. It looks really good. I love that place. I did love going to that smoothie place when I was out there. But what I got to say is, Law, you can't put new garment on old garment, or it's going to rent.
Right.
We call the young because they are strong. We have our veterans out there. We have our young pieces that came in, which people was doubting them because we didn't pick who they wanted in the draft. I'm so sick and tired of hearing all the negatives and all the downplay on Mr. McCarty, on the coordinator, and all of this. Everybody need to chill. Y'all need to quit panicking. This is not last year. Didn't I just tell y'all a few days ago, you can't keep putting your hand to the plow and looking back. You will never get to your future. All you got to do is just believe. And God says, speak those things as though they were. And that's why I keep saying what I'm saying. But y'all got to quit all this negativity, man, and quit all this panicking and stop all this, they ain't going to do this. Like I said, we got to execute. We're going to go out there. Our boys going to execute. They know what they going to do. And all this trying to talk on Dak. Dak is young. Now, if Dak was like Romo, up in age and got injured like that, then you should be worried.
Facts.
Dak is young. And like I said, they call it young because they're strong. This boy done proved over and over and over since he been here that he ain't no wimp. And y'all keep talking. God healed that man's ankle. The boy is running on the ankle like it ain't never been broken. What are you panicking for? Shut up. If you don't believe, get off the ship. Get on up out of here. Stop coming in on everybody chat, Law, and all the other guys we listen to, and talking the same old stupid stuff. Because if you don't believe, get up out of here. We're sick of the negativity, man. Start looking for the future to be great. Not like we're not living in last year. We're not living in the past. We're looking onto the future, because the future is where it's at. Those boys are all on the same page. Law has told y'all this, and y'all still act like y'all ain't see. They show us video of what they doing. These boys are hungry. These boys are a family. These boys are on one accord. And if for everybody to get together, you got to be on one accord. Do it better together, and that's what they're working on. And they can't expose everything they're working on, or everybody know the hand. You don't show your hand when you're playing spades. You don't show your hand what you got.
Hey,
come on, people.
Yes,
I'm done. I'm sorry.
No. Speak on it, Lady Jessica. Oh, my goodness. Praise praising. I really appreciate you so much for leaving us with your thoughts and your wonders of this team, and especially your love and adulations towards number
and
4.
I love those young boys. Law, I ain't trying to cut you off. When
No,
he
you
was
good.
saying they are men just like Tom Brady. Ain't nobody scared of Tom Brady. And he can't play no mind game with people. Ain't nobody on mind games. These ain't no kids. These are young men, hungry men, dedicated and motivated young men who wants to play, who wants to be a part of this team, who wants to get out there and help this team go to the Super Bowl. I'm looking for it. I'm looking forward to it. So all this doubting, y'all can kick that out of here. If you don't believe, just get up out of here, please, because we ain't got time for that.
Hey, we're going to tell everybody to put PVO in the chat. We need to see PVO. Oh, come on, y'all. Let's put PVO. Come on now. Appreciate you, Lady Jessica. We love you.
All right.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah.
Are you not entertained?
That lady. PVO. Oh. Oh my God, we got Montana 614. You live?
What up, Law?
Nothing to it, Chief. PVO, man. What's good with you, man? Montana, what's good with you, man? Shout out to you, man. Yeah. Montana.
Only got a couple things to say, and this comparison might sound kind of funny. Little. A lot of people gonna say, "Oh, he a homer." No, it's just football.
Yeah.
All right. Last night I watched Ohio State. Young players struggle, right? They was nervous in the first half, but they calmed down in the second half and played ball. This Thursday coming up, these young boys will be nervous in the first half.
Facts.
So they're going to make mistakes. Please do not chew these guys out.
Right.
Cowboy Nation. That second half, they will be calm and ready to play ball. A lot of people was overrating this Bucks team like they the greatest show on turf.
Facts, yeah.
But they're forgetting, like I said before, they was a quarterback away from getting put out in the wild card game. Capitals.
Yeah.
Oh, Dallas defense is trash. Have they played a game?
Nah, not yet.
No.
Not yet at all.
Oh, well, we're just going off of last year. This is not the same Dallas defense team. This is a new team. This is a whole new defensive roster. Beginning of the season in the draft, I said the Dallas defense will shock the world. It starts Thursday. In preseason. I don't care about the losses. What did that starting defense do? Shock the world.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, Montana. Appreciate you so much, man.
Why is Mr. Eastside Harold starting offense 0-10 for third down?
Nugget.
4 and 12 on second down conversion, meaning they stayed punting the ball.
Appreciate
The
you so
Bucks will
much.
get that same treatment.
No doubt, Montana.
They gonna score. They
doubt.
will score. But when it matters, Dallas defense will show y'all they are ready.
Appreciate you,
That's all I
Montana.
got.
Appreciate you
That's
so
all I
much,
got
fam.
for you. Thanks for having me. Go Cowboys.
No doubt, man. That's my dog, man, Montana, man. Y'all see him all the time in the chat. He's like, bring it. We ain't going anywhere. I'm right here. Shout out to you, Mark, man. Yeah. Let me get these out the way over here, man. Let me get these right quick. Yeah.
SO to you and other content creators that keep it real. We ain't scared of the Bucks, but we ain't with blind optimism.
That's from Lee Jean. Appreciate you, 254. Shout out to you, Cam, over there on the Facebook group. Yeah, I mean, he's spitting the truth over there, and that's just what it is. We winning. Cole says, we winning. Who winning? We winning. Yeah, let the AI speak.
Aloha, hate to say it, but this front four is very average. Where's in decline, and every lineman has potential. We use the P word too often. Very average.
We use the P word often. Very average potential. Let me decipher, and I'm gonna pick up the 559. Hold tight. Aloha, hate to say it, but this front four is very average. Where's in decline, and every lineman has potential. DeMarcus Lawrence, I believe. We are using the P word too often. Potentials too often. Mark, yeah, we'll break it down, though. You know, we'll break it down, but it's okay. It's okay, Mark. 559, spit your mind.
PVO.
Yeah, oh, come on.
Yeah.
What's good, man?
I just wanted to say, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas came up with a win on Thursday. Really close. But what we got to worry about is, you know, you remember when they played Seattle and they thought they were Super Bowl champions afterwards and
right.
unfocused?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I worry about right there, man. And I just want to know your thoughts on that.
So you're saying that you talking about last year after we played the Seattle Sea Chickens, they kind of like, okay, they going to the Super Bowl now, they lost their mind, and then they went on a downward spiral from there. Is that what you're saying?
No, you remember when they played Seattle? I mean, I think like in 2007, I think, when they beat Seattle and they were like unstoppable that year or something.
I'm talking about the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Cowboys and Seahawks at the 12th man, and they beat them down that day.
In 2007.
It was a few years ago.
Oh, well.
I just don't want them to, like, you know, win this game and then think their heads are so big. And
oh, I get your angle now. Yeah, I mean, I go back to they must learn something from this game. I don't want people to look at the win-loss record, but I just want them to understand if they can learn something from this game, we can go a long way. But, yeah, they just can't smell themselves even if we win. We can't smell ourselves. And even if we lose, we can't just bury ourselves and beat ourselves up. There's a lot of football left. But I just want these guys to compete and try to learn something from this. And I'm quite sure that that's what Montana was saying. You know, there will be some growing pains. And as long as these boys learn, man, we can go a long way.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Man, appreciate you, man. You're a good caller. Yeah. PVO. He was a good caller all the way, Cowboy Nation. Let's see who we got. I got a legendary right here. You got the lunatic in the house, man. Lay it out for everybody, lunatic.
Law, Cowboys Nation, buenas noches. First of all, Law, that was a great stream earlier in the day. I am looking forward when those YouTube content creators come over to you and say, Law, we was wrong. You were right.
Yeah.
What was it? That Mad Dog from the Midgets? Lord Brunson from
yeah.
Lord Brunson, my God. And then I loved how the Washington fan, he didn't even have a name following his team's lead. I love that.
Yeah. The Washington.
But
yeah.
you put it to him again. Great. I can't wait for that stream where they come to you and say, Law, you're right. Now, Lyle Collins is starting to worry me. Let's hope this coaching staff says, you know what, let's not mess around. Let's just move the future Hall of Famer, Zach Martin, over there and get Connor McGovern. Don't think about Nseki. No knees in second.
No.
Or Terrence Steele.
Yeah.
Don't think about. Just put our best remaining offensive lineman out there if Collins cannot go, because it's gonna be a slugfest. We want to run. They want to run.
Yeah.
We want to run to protect ourselves and keep Tom Brady off the field. They want to run for the same reason.
Facts.
But it's going to be a great matchup. Get ready. And again, I am getting my fajitas ready. I'm getting my jalapeno poppers ready. I'm getting my popcorn ready.
Yeah.
Because I want to see that young defense that don't know better.
Yeah.
But they do know he ain't mobile.
They do know that. Yeah.
They do know that.
Yeah.
No quarterback. I don't care if it's Aikman. I don't care if it's Staubach. I don't care if it's goddamn Montana or going back Bradshaw. Nobody wants to be moved off their spot, reset, because guess what they're thinking?
What's that?
Here comes the boom from somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're just stating facts. They know it. They know it. And either way, we're going to win. In life, you're always going to have those moments when you get to measure yourself. Measure yourself. Well, guess what? We got the defending Super Bowl champions on the field where they won that championship. Our defense is going to have a test. But I love it. I'm going to see 11 C ball. I'm going to see 11 C12, and I'm going to see 11 F up 12.
Yeah.
So let's go, Cowboys Nation. Will it be tough? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Most things in life are. But we plan, we have that determination, and we will be 1-0.
Hey, the lunatic, let me know if I got this right. Alita la raza mucho elegante. Did I get it right?
Hell yeah, Law.
Yeah! Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you.
Team, remember,
Yeah.
Puro, Pinte, Cowboys, you have a great week. You tell them haters, we coming.
Yeah.
We coming. And we're bringing Dak and that defense you guys say stinks with us, and we're going to show you.
Yeah.
Have a great one, Cowboys Nation.
Appreciate you. The lunatic. Yeah. Hey, he tell all of the haters, y'all, lean forward just a little bit. That's what I'm talking about. All right, I got to lock this.
Conference has been locked.
Conference has been locked. So everybody that's here, y'all going to be the real ones because y'all the last ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so let me see who I'm going to go with first. Bo knows, man. Let me go with Bo. From the 205, Bo. What's good?
What's up, Law?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me.
I just wanted to say that there are a lot of people that are thinking that Tom Brady is going to be the major difference in this game, but forgetting how much he struggled with pressure last year, and how much they had to lean on the run game to get him passing opportunities.
Facts.
And I don't think that he'll be able to see those lanes when you get the right kind of pressure on him. And you lock up the running lanes at the same time. I think we have the front this year to be able to do that.
Right.
I think that we have enough energy with the youth that we have that wants to get after him and are not afraid of the legendary Tom Brady, that we'll be able to get the right type of pressure on him. And I think we have the right tackles in the middle to be able to plug up the running holes to make him have to run for his life, which he can't do because he's not mobile.
Facts, yeah.
And I think that as long as we can do that on the defensive side, the offense will be all right, because I think Dak is going to go back to what he usually does, being able to pick apart a defense, with Zeke being able to pick apart the defense as well, because they have to focus on Dak's arm and can't just focus on the running game. And I think that that's going to help us to be able to, one, beat Tampa next Thursday, and also and be able to make a deep run into the playoffs.
That's a good one
And I
there,
think
man.
that
Appreciate you, Bo, man. Appreciate you, man. Good words and positive words right there. Really appreciate you for calling in. Bo knows, man. And he just spitting the truth from the 205. Now, this team that we're playing, yes, it's a mixed bag of nuts. You never know, what you going to get. But based upon what he's saying, if all cylinders are hidden, if we can create pressure, Brady, he can't run. I was watching some of those plays from Tyrod Taylor when we had our first team unit out there against the Texans, and he was quick. He can run. He can scoot. He can get away. Number 12 can't do that. No. 267, you're live.
Hey, Law.
Yeah, what's good?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Nothing to it. It's your world.
All right. What's going on, my Cowboy family? This is one for each finger. You know what it is.
Okay, one for each finger around this mother. Let me change the name, man. He had a different name in here, man. Yeah.
I know I came in the back door on him, like our Cowboys going to do this year.
You okay, man? Because I know you out there in Philly, man. I heard that y'all was underwater somewhere, some parts of Philly, man. Are you okay over there?
Speed for speed, Dallas can
I'm
match the
good.
Bucks
Listen,
offense.
you know I got that big Dodge Ram with the Hemi, man. All
Okay.
lifted with the big star in the back. I'm riding through that stuff, man.
Okay. Yeah, man. I forgot, man. You can walk on water a little bit over there. You running Philly, man. Yeah. You can't sink the Cowboys over there.
No,
you prepared for it.
Sir.
Go ahead with it.
No, sir.
Go ahead with it. One for each finger.
But listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something. I like this underdog mentality. These talking heads trying to put a tag on us with. You know what I mean? Everybody, the Cowboys this, the Cowboys that. The last time they underdogged us,
right?
We went right to the playoffs.
Right.
You understand? And right now, as it stands, I believe Mr. Brady, I'm going to give him that Mr. tag just for short term. Mr. Brady going to come out, and he's going to say, all right, this is that defense from last year. That's what he's going to be thinking. But see, he's not going to be able to stay in that pocket.
Right.
So we're going to see his whole mentality. When he see number 11 keep making it to that backfield, you know what I mean? He's going to be running for his life big time. And then he's going to have to change up. And then the pressure's going to be poured on. And then he's going to be making throws that's going to hit our men.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not going to understand that, okay, we're going to run the ball on Dallas because we can do that. That's his mentality.
No doubt.
But when we plug all that up, he's going to say, all right, let me put it in the air.
Yeah.
And then our no-fly zone, we're going to shut that down.
Yeah, no doubt.
Understand? You were going to shut that down. Then he's going to have to constantly keep switching up because he's going to be like, wait a minute, this is not the defense from last year.
No doubt, one for each finger, man. I appreciate it. I had to cut you short, man. I got to get these last two out. It's Friday, baby. It's Friday. So 551, man, you live.
Hello?
Yeah, you live like 95, 551.
Oh, boy, this is my first time calling in, man.
Oh, man, it's your world. What you got for the show?
I think the Dallas. I've been a Dallas Cowboy fan since 1972, and I think they got a lot of work to do. I think there's a couple of players. They're missing a couple of players. I mean, I think they need a dominant 3-4 defensive end to push them over, and they're like a couple of years away. The youthfulness of the defense,
right?
That's going to have to mature. Like, youthfulness sometimes isn't enough. You need like that aggressive, at the point of attack, toughness. And I'm not saying that the players aren't tough, but you got to kind of develop that. And they need, and on offense, they need somebody to take Connor McWilliams' spot, man. They need somebody tougher to move people out the way. Period. Start throwing people around. All that fancy, nah, dog. Sometimes you got to get rough and throw people away.
Facts.
And if they don't have that, it's certain teams who got players that's going to be able to bang with you. It's just useless. But they on the right track. And thank you for taking my call.
No doubt, man. Good call from you, man. 551. Been a fan for a long time, man, since 1972. So that's a long time been watching the Cowboys. All right, we got Jonathan over here, my dog, man. 971. What's good? What you got for
What's
it?
happening, Law?
Nothing to it, man. What you got for it?
Oh, man. I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Why was McCarthy brought in?
Offense. Super Bowl champion to work with. He was supposed to be the quarterback guru from what we heard. That's why he was brought in. Offense, quarterback guru. He been to the Super Bowl before.
I'm gonna agree with you on that. If we lose this game, I don't want to lose this game, but if we lose this game, it's just a touch-up for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stay disciplined. But what has killed us in the past, Law?
Mm-hmm.
Them damn penalties.
Facts. Disciplined football, yeah.
That holding and that 6-man on the field, well, I call them the zebra. You call them zebra, man.
Yeah. The 12th man, you know.
Yeah. I mean, man, we going to be aggressive. You know, if we going to hit him, we going to knock Brady down. Penalty. It's going to be, the youngsters going to get penalties. If McCarthy can, let's give us a small amount, at least 4 or 5 penalties, we will win a whole bunch this year. We got to be disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I thought that they brought him in. He's going to overlook Curlin more, take the play call from us. If we're not scoring, which we should be, at least 30 points a game. But the defense and everybody got to stay disciplined, Law.
Yeah.
I don't want to, you know what I mean? I mean, that has killed us for so many years. The preseason looked good. I mean, I love this fan base. Everybody is straight, got their hype on. Everybody going to get their hype on, Wednesday through all the way up until Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if we can, I'm going to get I'm almost done. I know you got to go because you probably got to get that food in. You got to get your ticket on. But,
yeah.
Hey, man, thanks for taking the call. Everybody got to stay positive. If we get them penalties and we stay disciplined, you know, at least we are working towards being, you know, at least a damn good team if we stay penalty-free, you know, at least 15% of the game.
No doubt, JP. Thank you so much for calling in.
Hey,
yeah.
I will be up shortly. My show will be coming out shortly here, but I'll keep in touch with you. Then I'll let you know when I'm up and running too. So I'll be doing my thing. You can check me out.
Yeah. What's your YouTube?
It'll be Fiending JP.
Fiending.
Because
okay.
I'm a fiend for my boys, even if they win or lose.
Okay. All right, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because guess what? Brookhaven is in the house. All year long, baby.
All right, Brookhaven. JP.
All right, Natchez.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Macomb, too, man. They in that same area. Oh, my God. Fiending. Yeah. Oh, my God. Good call, though, by the way. Good call. Let me see if I did this right. Oh, my God, man. Good call, though. Feeding. They got me feeding. I can't leave you alone. You got me feeding. Feeding Cowboys. Oh, my goodness. Cowboy Nation, it was wonderful, man. talking to you guys today, man. Shout out to my dog JP, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow his page. And shout out to Brookhaven. We used to beat them up and track in on the football field. Whenever we seen Brookhaven, oh my goodness, we ran right through them. They was the only good thing. I ain't gonna say it on the airway, but yeah, I ain't gonna say what they was only good for. But PVO, I see Corb. I appreciate everybody for jumping in for this episode, man. It was wonderful. It was with the delight. Shout out to Miss Jessica. Shout out to those who donated. Thank everybody, man. Shout out to Choctaw Cowboy. Appreciate you. Lee Jean, I seen your donation as well. And it was somebody else. Mark, appreciate you, man, for making the donation. And everybody else, man. Rush, Brady, and that's what we're going to have to do. Yeah, he'll be weak. Yeah, I mean, it's quite possible. It's quite possible. Shout out to you, Cam, with the K. Appreciate you, man. Dorian, appreciate you, man. On a positive vibe. Yeah. When the last time we've been more excited for this defense than the offense? Go Cowboys. That's an underrated chat right there. Super chat. Underrated. Super chat. Dorian. I'm looking forward to seeing this defense. Mixed in with what Dak Prescott going to do too. And Ezekiel, Elijah Elliott, and Tony Pollard. Oh, my gosh, man. This thing is finna go crazy, man. I think it's going to go really crazy, Cowboy Nation. It really is. It really is going to go crazy. Crazy indeed, Cowboy Nation. Stand to your feet as we rock on out of here. I can't wait. I can't wait to see this team on Thursday night. Win, lose, or draw, we going to be right here with fire and desires of our heart, soul, and sinew of our mind, and time to understand that this right here too is possible. You just got to formulate your mind to do such, right, Cowboy Nation? So shout out to all of the content creators out there. Be sure to check out their channels. Boss Cowboy, Botch Lombardi, The OC, Big Game James, A to Z Sports with Skywalker Steele, Mike Fisher, Jeff Kavanaugh. Oh my goodness, man. And Mark Holmes, I think he probably be live now. Y'all be sure to check their pages out. Let's continue to grind. My Cowboy family, don't leave them out. E2 Blue and everybody else. Cowboys fans first and Cowboys fan only. Jay Tuck. All of those boys. And also, got me fiending. Fiending Cowboys, man. JP channel. So let's go, Cowboy Nation. Write this down. I say this all the time, so you can just rewind to some of it. But write this down. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap for it, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all terror of God or man for it, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold, poverty, or famish, or fame, or sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and proceed and beset it, just like what Trauma Entertainment is saying right here, you will get it. Said he loved this stuff, and you're listening to absolutely nothing but the best. Let's go. Turn me up. Oh, yeah. Come on. I'm ready. I got a victory jacket. I got a victory jacket that I can't wait to put on. Let me show it to y'all again. I know y'all seen it before. My victory jacket, baby. I can't wait to put this on. I can't wait for you guys to see this thing. Yeah. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. I can't wait to wear this jacket, Cowboy Nation, this year. I come here to tell you guys that I predicted that 13 times for your mind we'll be wearing this jacket for the nation. So let's continue to grind to shine, baby. Put this into your mind, your heart, your soul, and sinew. Let's go. Jerry, what you want to tell him?
I want me some glory hole.
Don't we all, right?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Come on, man. Y'all know y'all didn't used to kill Natchez, Mississippi. Come on, what year? What year are you talking about, Brookhaven? Let's go. Come on. Yeah. 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 What my music at? Come on. Yeah. Yeah. What we tell them? Come on. Lift your shoulders up. Straighten your mind up.
Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo. Please. No photos. Jeez. No. Please. No photos. Hit the door and the domain just whole team here might need some. Still young, but I move like a veteran. Deal to my lawyer to if you're down in my management, I'm just warming up a way till I old producer saw the numbers one. Different colors in my baggy.
All the haters. What we tell them?
He needs some milk. Wanna get you a ring and you tough enough. Wanna get you new things with your pockets dull. Run it up. I used to be quiet and out of luck. Now I move up and move forward cause that hate and the jealousy. My mama telling me count up your blessings and run it up. Nowadays nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's
Dark Beard said
freeze. Photo. Please. No photos. Jeez.
Come on, baby.
Please. No photos. I keep giving game away.
Law.
I put game on layaway.
Nation.
I got paid to play today.
Come on, shout out to everybody that's watching. Lord Nova. Yeah. We running this. Shout out to all of the mods, man. I really appreciate y'all. Yeah. Come on. Y'all crunk. Yeah. Not ours.
Who the realest we might never know. All this acting, you gon' play a role. Give you the world when they sign you up. Try you out and then they line you up.
Where my dogs at? Yeah, we got some dogs up in here. If you're a day one Law Nation follower, let me see some D1s in the chat. Yeah. Come on.
I ran up a check, I might do it again.
Yeah.
Enemies close, have me thinking they're friends.
Enemies close, baby.
Free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, I look good in this jacket.
I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins.
Yeah.
I do it for real, it's no reason to pretend. If I
D1.
I do it again.
If you don't like the Cowboys, and you here, and you watching,
I'm just doing me, everything's on me, or you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro.
if you have not subscribed to this nation right now, the Dallas Cowboys, come on.
Everything is on me, gon' back it up.
If you have not commented and shared this
Why you
content,
hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck, country heart. I might cup a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month. I don't rap.
Come on, Nation.
I just take the money and go.
If you don't like Law Nation,
car, take it tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You wanna climb me, I put the ladders up.
Come on.
I done doubled up on the work.
By the way,
I think I fell in
if you're not subscribed to the nation right now,
get money, then we lay low.
Facts. Oh. Come on. Hey. Come on. Hey. Shout out to all the HBOs and the SGs and the D1s, baby. All the haters. Stop what you're doing right now, haters. Oh, we want all of the haters. Stop what you're doing and just lean forward just a little bit. Yeah. About right there. Come on. Go to your room. Yeah. Let's go. Okay. Come on. This is 822 where I'm at. Yeah, come on. We finna get on out of here. It's a party. It's no party like a Law Nation party mixed in with sprinkled in with some of Mama's cooking as well as shout out to Kwame Brown, the Cowboys. Good stuff. Let's go. Hey.
Take a drag of my cigarette.
Come on.
Breathe me out, breathe you in.
Hey. Put down where you from. I'm gonna give a shout out to you all while I get out of here. Love y'all. One love. DC for life, baby. Yeah. What we tell them. Shout out to you, Cake TV and Jay Lombardi.
You know it's dangerous.
You see it. One of the greatest running backs of all time.
Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your player too?
909, I see you. Posey, DMV, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Also, shout out to Brookhaven still. Oak Cliff in the house. Shout out to you, John Tucker. Dallas Cowboys, 6 under the way. Yeah, let's go. 215, keeping it live. Come on, North Carolina, 336. Hey, ho. Come on, Columbus, 614 all day. Choctaw, Montana, 808. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. One love. Mason, I see you. 973, I see you. In Nashville, Tennessee, Gina Chase, Taurus Johnson, Earl Russell, appreciate you.
If a paper crane can fly,
Sing it.
then forever doesn't feel that far. So far.
Paul, let's go.
So far. If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far.
Troy in the house.
If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
And remember,
fly on.
you're listening to nothing but the best. Sip the truth all day, every day. One love, Cowboy Nation.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's
Keep your
working,
head up.
but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to be.
Rue Glock, let's go. It's okay, Troy. Hit that rewind for your mind. You get all of this good content. Appreciate all of the supporters out there, the sponsors. Oh man, this thing is going to grow crazy. Our next event. I don't want to outspeak my wisdom teeth, but man, we got some dogs that's going to be at the live event. All I can tell you guys, check out cowboysexperience.com. Check us out, man. We got some things that's going to unwrap soon, and it's going to rattle your mind.
Because you don't know who you're going to be.
We're going to do the drawing for the free 99 game tickets this weekend. So be sure, for those who are part of the sponsor packages, be ready. We're going to do a drawing live like 95. Let's go. This weekend, Shout out to Cowboys for life for that one. Dedication for the nation. No hesitation nor deviation, Troy. Appreciate you. Appreciation goes a long way. Yeah. I use this cool off period, this cool down time for your mind, for everyone, but also for me. Yeah. 818, I see you. Love Dallas Cowboys. Love DC. Until next time.
Have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going